This is chow churu, which is actually one of the favorites of my cats. Their favorite treat. And so for today's video, I am going to guide you as to what cat food you can buy online. And I'll be giving you a lot of reviews, a lot of suggestions as to which particular food brands and what kind of food should you be getting your cats. So for today's video, just a big shout out to two of my Twitter friends. One is Rasper. Rasper asked on my Twitter feed, how often should I feed my cat and what are the best food to give him? Because his cat won't eat dry cat food ever since he tasted wet ones. And then another friend, Roger, he asked about, does it always have to be dry and wet food? What are the pros and cons if you go pure dry and pure wet food? Since those two questions are very much related, it's about wet food and dry food, the advice that I can give is very simple. A mixture of both wet food and dry food will be good for your cats. In the middle, you can actually have the treats. All cat food has protein, and so that means dry food, wet food, treats will have meat in them because cats are carnivorous and so they need meat. Okay. Now the thing with dry food though is that for it to be dry, it requires a bit of grain, and so therefore a lot of cat food that's dry would leave out, would have different ingredients in them. And the problem also is that if you feed your cats just pure dry food, it will not be great for them because dry food only has 10% water. And so the solution is to give your cat food also wet food. Now, wet food usually around 78% to 80% water. So this actually will supply the needed hydration that your cats would need for daily intake. And so therefore, a mixture of dry and wet will be great. Okay. Some of you might know dry is not as palatable for cats, and so therefore the wet food is great for that also. And the other thing though is that you can also feed your cats some treats, and the treats are probably the most palatable for all of them. They really find the treats good. So in between, you can feed them that. And that's the reason why for today, when I recommend cat food, I'm going to recommend them based on the price, based on how my cats actually like them, and I'm going to also share with you which of these cat food my cats actually prefer. And this is actually from around 8 years of experience with cats. And I tried so many brands of cat food, and hopefully these recommendations will be helpful. So based on all the feedback that I've gotten from my friends, Princess cat food is probably not the best cat food to buy for your cats, mostly because it's salty. And so this is actually for me the least recommended cat food that I have on my list. Another budget cat food that you can get are actually the Whiskas products. To be honest, I've actually tried the majority of these Whiskas products on my cats, and my cats actually like them initially, but the problem with them is that in the long run, my cats got really tired of them. There were instances when my cats would smell the Whiskas cat food and they would really snub it. And so that's the reason why after quite some time, I actually stopped ordering Whiskas, because you can actually even smell it, and the smell of Whiskas, not the best smell for for wet food. So for this one, I would rate it probably 2 stars out of 5. This next product is something I ordered during the pandemic because I was afraid that the lockdown would be long, and so I got 22 kilograms of this. Cutie's Cats, not also probably the best food. If I'm going to be honest, I think my cats did not really enjoy this cat food, so I'm rating it also 2 stars out of 5. So before my pure breed cats, I used to take care of two cats, normal cats, a Persian cat and Turkish Angora one. And I was feeding them Meow Mix, and this has been the brand that I trusted for my two cats back then. And they were pretty healthy. And so I really like this variety, the hairball control variety. For the longest part, this was actually their food. Another 3-star recommendation is Special Cat. This is actually a very affordable dry kibbles for your cats. And ever since I got my Scottish and British cats, I've been feeding them this. From what I know, it's from the same brand as Monge. And so therefore, it's pretty okay. But eventually, I got better recommendations. So I stopped feeding this to my cats. Then all of the following brands here are 3/5 stars out of, for me. Lara is a good brand, very decent. Friskies is something that I buy that's slightly more expensive than Whiskas, also okay. Feline Gourmet cat food. My cats also enjoy this at some point. Shiba tuna, Shiba cans of wet food, also very decent for your cats. And finally, Kit Kat. I also like this brand, but sometimes my cats snub them also. My number one recommendation for dry food for your cats is Power Cat. Power Cat is organic cat food. It's halal prepared, and it's actually pretty good. It got good reviews from many Filipinos who actually feed this to their cats. So my cats love Power Cat. And there are two variants of this. There's the ocean fish and tuna. And both are actually pretty good. There's also the kitten variety of Power Cat dry kibbles. I suggest that also. And for wet food, I strongly recommend the VitaCraft Posy cat wet food. There are so many variants of this, and in the past few months, I've tried this with my kittens, and they really love it. The gravy is actually high quality, and the cat food also smells good, and so I also recommend this. And the other brand I recommend is actually Royal Canin. Royal Canin is great also for with their wet food. So I strongly suggest that you can try this also to your cats. And my final personal recommendation are for treats. Chow Churu is the best treat that I've actually given to my cats, and my cats really can't get enough of Chow Churu food treat. So my kittens, when they're not actually feeling well, like if they have diarrhea or something, this is the food that will actually, something that they would like to eat. And so I have a lot of supply of this, because whenever my cats would smell Chow Churu treats, they would run and really just want to eat this. The earlier part of this video, you saw that some of my cats really love the Chow Churu treat. So I hope that your cats also would love it. Okay, so those are all my recommendations for cat food. But I actually asked on social media earlier to my friends if they have cat food recommendations, and so I was able to look them up on Lazada as well, and I'm going to show you right now their other recommendations. If you have more suggestions, please try to put in the comments below what other cat foods would you recommend for other cat lovers out there. Ideally, something that they can purchase on Lazada, so that it won't be very difficult to look for. And so thank you so much. If you like this video, please subscribe, and until next time, bye.